And he liked porridge. He always asked me to cook him some cornmeal. He liked cornmeal porridge or oatmeal porridge, but he literally liked cornmeal better. And I called him on my way coming home, and I asked him if he hungry. He said yes. How far are you? 30 minutes away. So I rush home and get put on some cornmeal porridge here in my stove, cooking for this boy right here. But so he don't know. He taught him getting him a steak tip dinner, but I'm surprising him with some porridge because he loved porridge. This boy would drink porridge every day, Grow him up, and even though he's born American, I literally grow him up, and like when he was born with porridge, crushed boiled banana, and those type of food, So those are good. You know what I mean? Good food, not burgers. So anyway, people, stuff stay here and cook slowly. So anyway, people, you guys are doing. Nice to see you all again. Everybody, nice to see you. And for me at this hand also, the weather outside today just raining since last night, pour raining. So anyway, guys, I come across an area where, another Jamaican at it again, where Tickianna, like her man passed away maybe sometime last week or something like that. And I've been going through and read so many comments about that situation and everything. I even come across lately where she posts a video where she begging money for her safety to move away. But I don't know if anyone really pay attention to what I literally noticed. I know when people have their loved one pass away, they would beg money to help with the funeral expense and those type of things. Nobody begging money for the person who alive. They begging money for the unalive person to help with the funeral expense. Am I wrong, people? And she been asking for money, which I don't know, because she run a platform, and many people said she was getting money, she this and she that. I don't know other people's business, but I'm just saying that I know if you have your loved one unalive, you would beg money, of course, to help out with funeral costs, expense. Excuses me. You're not gonna beg money for your own self. You know what I mean? Because the same person then that unalive him, if they want her, they would unalive her too. But they don't want to unalive her. You know what I mean? So people, I'm going to be very honest to you. And these platforms these days, people only putting themselves in certain situation because they want to call them us. And they dog us out so much who live in a foreign country that we not living no life. They dog us out so much that we not dressing good. They dog us out so much we not eating good food. They dog us so much because we have to go in the cold, the heat, the rain, the snow to work to put the dollars on the table. And at the same time, whenever they fall in a certain crisis, who they calling out to or who they relying on? They calling us the same people that they cussing. They calling out us that they put down. They calling on us for help. You know what I mean? But you people out there is the one who broke these people them bad. You know what I mean? You people is the one who literally broke these people them bad. And when I said broke these people them bad, I mean you people broke these people them bad. Let these people then go work. Let them go get a job. I went to Jamaica, work in Jamaica. These majority of these females in Jamaica are very lazy. My son had a bar. My second child has a bar in Jamaica. And he's struggling to find a bartender paying $20,000 a week. And he's struggling. They come and work and get their first paycheck. They quit. They don't want to work. They do not want it to work, majority of them. They want easy money to come in. They want men to go in, work, and mind them. They want to have 3, 4, 5 boyfriends. They don't want to work. And they literally depending on people in the foreign country to go out there and to work and to put their money the food, them and their men, like we here in a foreign country, we don't have no life. They have it. But we must go out there and build their life. You know what I mean? Because everything they want, they come in here and cry. Oh, the police said I need help. Oh, I need help. You should, every one of us, we should know what we're getting ourselves into. We're not supposed to wait until the stuff occur, then we go into cry out to people. We're supposed to know what type of things we are going into before we get ourselves into it. You know what I mean? And these are what happened to many of us female out there. You know? So people, I'm cooking my son cornmeal porridge right here. He's on his way coming, so I'm cooking him some cornmeal porridge while I'm on my video, people. Listen to this now. I read so many comments, and I comment back also to myself, because I'm gonna be real. It's like, I watched Tickianna like back then when Queenie and Dewey getting involved, and Queenie was crying in hair and all those type of things. And it was very sad, to see what happening to her, and those type of things, where the whole world watch and see many things. This woman, Tickianna, backlash at Queenie about dating a young man. But how old is Dewey? Dewey in his 30s. This little boy is 20 years old. How long she going with this little boy? Probably when he's 17. Who knows? Because it's not like they just start dating yesterday, and he's 20 years old. Based on many of the comments that many people make, a lot of females out there backlashing at them. And you know why they backlashing on the comments then? Because they also in the closet going with this little underage kids them. Majority of them who going with these little babies, they need to go to jail. Because these little kids are babies. 20 years old, and this is abuse to these little children them. You know what I mean? I have 3 sons, but none of my 3 sons them that I have, and I'm saying it today, can never bring none of you old women at my house and telling me, oh, Ma, this is my woman. It just couldn't keep work. Because moreover, they smart. They need to go get fresh young meat. Not something where everything passed you and retire. Not that I don't want my kid pick up something that retire. No, I want to go pick up fresh young meat. It's abuse and it's a disgrace. And the thing is that happening to majority of these females, there's older women, them, they going through menopause. And menopause is just triggering them and take over their old mentality. And the way menopause taking over their mentality, they just going out there and make a fool of themselves. When you're going with a young boy, you never stop crying. You understand? Your pocket always empty because you have to have money all the time because you're buying the relationship. It's just a golden fact. You're buying the relationship. You're paying for it. People may look at this simple. Hello, how you doing? Hello, thanks for watching. People may look at it foolish. They buying the relationship. How many of these young, older women them dating these young boys them today that before they dating them, they have maybe a $10,000 or $20,000 in their bank account? How many money they had today? Huh? I read some of them comments that some of them talking about old men give them sore mouth. Old men give sore mouth, young boy will give the same. Is who you pick up. And no one tells some of you to go out there and eat and cook hot dog. Let me stir my some porridge. Nobody tell any one of you out there to go and eat and cook hot dog. You have boy and you have man. You people choose who you want to be with. So when things happen to you, you have to feel it. You understand? And a lot of them out there is so, like, many people who comment and stuff like that, they're retaliating about people comment because they know they live in the same life. They live in the same life going with these little young babies down and abusing them. Nothing wrong for somebody to date a man or a woman younger than them. Nothing is wrong with that. But what you doing with a little 18 and a little 20 is okay. Huh? You already passed through America, Jamaica, Canada, the UK, you name all the country. They very young. They don't even have experience what the world is like. And when you pick them up, and this is what a lot of these little young kids them out there doesn't even have the knowledge. When they pick up these little young kids them, pick up these little old women them that already passed through the old world and retire, they picking them up. They can't even put on their clothes to go out in the street to live a normal life because the older woman they insecure. And that's the reason why you see many of them is unaliving them. And that's the reason why you see many of them coming here crying out themselves. That's the reason why you see some of them end up in the hospital. That's the reason why, and many more, it can happen too. Many more. Because they just like, it's just what really happening these days. They hold the females down, going with the babies down. Menopause, taking them over. They make menopause. They're not getting the help that they need. Menopause talking to them like a human being. They make menopause take them over. They are baby. And majority of them have kids. Majority of these women, they have kids. No respect for themselves. No respect for God. And no respect for their children. You know what I mean? I would never. Because when I speak about what can never happen. I would never, ever picked up a young guy. Like a 20 years old. I'm not saying I want to date a man maybe 5 years younger than me. But I don't want them too old, too young, I mean. And I don't want them too old. But at the same time, we must respect ourselves. You know? Every one of them that date these young boys, them, all they do, they come in here, lay it down, and they start to cry. They start to cry. Oh, they come on. All they doing is coming here every second and crying. Oh, you know why they crying? Because all their money they invest is gone. There's nothing else why they crying. They lose all they invest. That's all. I know this big woman, and a lot of people to know for fact that what I'm saying about this is the fact. And these are some of the things that us as female need to open up our eyes. I believe she was maybe around 65 years old at the time. I don't know if she's alive or she's still around or whatever. Because when I'm talking to people and they're not using their senses, I just don't care about dealing with them. And she live in the United States. 65 years old is retirement. 65, 67. That woman work, save her money, build her home in Jamaica, and go to Jamaican vacation, find this young little guy. Young. He was about 24 years old, live with his baby mother, and she didn't know. Because you know how Jamaican women they are? Once Jamaican women, they know that the woman is in a foreign country and they men talking to them. That's the way they set it up. They sit out there in bed and you are up here talking to them and you send money. Them and their woman get up, show and go pick up your dollar that you send. You understand? And that woman went home. When she went home to Jamaica, she built shop, she stocked it out and everything. And when that guy pull out all her money, it's a disgrace after. All they want, a majority of these little young boys, babies, all they're looking for is just to migrate to a foreign country. They're not looking for nothing else. What they want? And all they want to know you in a foreign country, and they can pull your dollars, and they can pull you. You're doing something, you're going here, your money coming in. They just want to wear some expensive sneakers and look cute and those type of things. You know what I mean? The same way people commenting, which I read many people comment, where many people commenting and talking about old men smell stink, young boy smell stink. The same thing happened to the whole. It happened to the young. You, a lot of them go to body bought or bought and body and buy nice things for the young boy to take care of themselves. Go buy it for you, the older men to take care of themselves also, because you're only taking care of them for somebody else. You know, nothing wrong for a woman to date a younger man. Nothing is wrong. What are you doing with a 20 years old guy? That's a baby. You think none of my son, they could bring no old woman in my house, tell my woman this is my woman? See my son over there, you know it can't work. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. They too young. They need fresh meat. They need young meat. They don't need no beat out thing. They can bring that home tomorrow, because I'm not going to approve of it. And it cannot happen. I bring my child. They belongs to me. Yo, where they go? You think none of my kids gonna come home to me and say, "Oh, Ma, this is my woman." A woman that gone to Canada, America, Uganda, all over Africa. Name all of those countries. Go back to Jamaica and come back, and my child gonna pick them up. What is there left for him? What they left for them? Some of these young kids can't even get kids because these older women messing up their reputation, messing up their life. Leave the little young kids, let they go out and live their life. And that's the reason why when they get what they want from many of you older women, what they doing, you come in and hear, it's a disgrace, a menopause, and I must go to the doctor. When I reach 40 years old, menopause, menopause start to acting up. Females, go to the doctor and get yourself checked out. Because what you're doing within yourself, it's disgrace and it's crazy. It is crazy. A lot of them out there, when Queenie was going with Dewey, whatever, a lot of people dog her out, talk bad about her and this. But at the same time, Dewey's still a child. Because Dewey's still in his 30s, way still younger than her. But to compare to a 20 and an 18 years old kid, that's a baby. You know what I mean? And all they talking about Queenie. And at the same time, they dogging out Queenie and doing the same thing as what Queenie doing. They are many of them in the closet. I'm not going to be no closet. Because I have my younger child right here, 30 years old. You think I could about having a man my kid's age group? My son not going to play for that either. Because you know what? The relationship that we had, where we give each other respect. Giving the kids them some respect. It's a disgrace to see many of you people, the lifestyle some of you female living and think it's cute. You know, look how America big. America is a big country, and you want to tell me that's what a lot of you young boy out there need to pay attention to. America are these foreign countries where many of these older females they're located. You want to tell me you pass through all the men them in the foreign country, and when nothing there for you, no one else, it's just the red light. You guys take the plane and go to Jamaica, and because the little young baby, they want to come to a foreign country, and they don't know what they coming here into. But when they come and they start to go out there and see what the real foreign life make out of what you people get, they gone. Bigger hole of men doing it, much less to compare. You know? I'm not telling anybody go date old man. Because I don't want a old man. The old man piss rank. Think. I don't want them. I'm not dating a old man. But I want big men. I don't want a little boy. I don't want a little boy. And I would never date a 20 years old little baby. That's disrespectful. You have to have some respect for ourselves. How it look to see a little 20 years old slapping you in the face? That's your kid. You are the one should sit down. A woman should sit down and teaches a little young child the right road, not to teach them to be with you. And this is what messing up the generation them. because majority of these older women, they have out the lot, they breed out, they have their children, and when they pick up these little young kids, them they can't give them a child. When you look, give it for the next 20 years, no one in this world, because everybody switch. There's no kids coming up. The new generation gonna come up. I'm telling you. After my little grandkid that turns 10, nobody gonna be in this world because everybody switch. They don't grow up to reach the age to have their own mind, their own thinking, their own mentality. They start to take negative influence from a younger age and messing up their character. Because some of these older women them out there, shaming women, shaming a lot of women. And some of them talking about, oh, the older men them, they when you go bed with them, they die. They have to dead. They have to dead unalive because they taking pill just like the younger boy them. You think the younger boy they make sense? They worth it more than the older men? They taking pill, and that's what in the running down. They taking a lot of stuff. So who looking 2 hours and 3 hours? That's what they taking it for, to give to you people. When you go out there, even in your job, when you go out there, you see some of these big women them. Some morning they come to work, they just like this. Yeah? They mash up. They mash up like when a bulldozer run over some trees and they crashed. That's how they walking, because they mashed up. You sit down beside them all you hear boo. Huh? That's all you're hearing. Shaming them. Shame. You just have to look at them and say, poor thing. They're not thinking. When you females touch the age of going in your 40s, try to seek help and eat as healthy as much as you can. And the reason why I'm saying to eat healthy and eat as healthy food and try to seek help, because menopause is coming, and it messed up your mentality. Menopause make you do a lot of negative things. Menopause can make you in your home and your mind telling you somebody coming in your home. It can make it traumatize your life. And many of these things that these big women they doing, that coming in here and talking about they going with young boy and this and that and all kind of things, is menopause. They don't have the knowledge what they doing, because 10 years before they start going with these young kids then, before they start menopause age, they would never date a young kid. They would never do that. They have more respect for themselves. But menopause is a thing, you cannot see it. It just make things happening. And people just need to go and take care of themselves. Go and take care of your health. Huh? It's just a shame on these people that some of them comments that I read, they talking about the older men, they give you sore mouth. How the older men to give you sore mouth? The older men give you sore mouth, the younger men gonna give it. Nobody tell you to go yam and cook hot dog. You go eat and cook hot dog, you're gonna get what you want. All these young boys doing to them bring tears. I'm not saying our men die. Of course, you'll have your men die, you're going to cry. You miss your man, you're going to shed tears because you miss your man, of course. Cry. Well, how are you going to beg money for your safety and you're not begging money to help with your man funeral expense? That look foolish to me. Yeah? And at the same time, all these people them in the Caribbean country, what they do, they sit down, they criticize the people them who live in a foreign country. Oh, they not dressing good. Oh, they not this. Oh, they not that. But when something happen, all they do sit back and just come in here and cry. Oh, I ain't got no food in my house. Oh, I ain't got this. Huh? People, you a people in a foreign country is the one who break these people them bad. These people, you know how these people get to broke bad? I don't know if anybody noticed it. From Donna doing her donation thing, what she called it, a charity donation or whatever she want to call it. And because people started like chipping and started give money to help people and doing all kind of things and all things, everybody believed that, oh, they can just come up and this and get money and do all kind of things. Work in Jamaica, as I said it, and I'm gonna say it again. My second child running a bar, and many, my son looking for a bartender, 20,000 a week. My son looking for a bartender, and it's one of the hardest thing because the female they don't want to work. They just want to get up every day, long nails, ear done, lashes, this, and just go to the Western Union and pick up our money. Okay, that's all they don't want to work because the people them in the foreign country, they broke them bad. The people them who live in the foreign country is the one who broke these people them bad. Like a majority of them in a foreign country, because I literally live here. It's not easy. So when people get up and sending their money to you, sometimes they can't buy food, put in their fridge after. And sometimes they get up sending their money, they doing it from the outside, not from the heart. Because the landlord they hiding from them. I think living in a foreign country is a piece of cake to live here. It's not a piece of cake. Huh? It's not a piece of cake. It's not a piece of cake. It's not a piece of cake to live here. It's just not. And when I could understand if she'd come in here and crying and telling people, let me get a little water put in my stuff. She was crying and telling people, if she were crying and telling people, oh, I'm looking for some help, with the funeral expense, that would be a total understandable situation right there. You know what I mean, people? But you're begging money because of your safety. You should know your safety from day one. Because honestly, young people, they don't have no thinking. So when you call yourself a big woman and you're dating young men, you got to look for everything the negative coming. You have to look for the negative to come in, okay? And a shaming and the people. Una can go out and abuses these little kids, and law need to step up and investigate how long on a dating some of these little babies them. And a lot of these men all over the world and people, females do that, they put in jail because they go in with teenager, young minor child. A lot of you older women doing it too. It's in the closet. The law, they need to investigate and put a lot of you behind bars for abusing these little young children then. Some of these kids, they don't know what the world make up of. They don't know. And a lot of these big women, they don't have knowledge of what relationship is all about. They don't have knowledge of what life is all about. Picking up these little young kid, what they have to tell them. Oh, go get a job and then come home, and then you have to stay home. They need to go out there and see what life is. Grow up and know what it is like. All they have these little young kid under bondage. Huh? And sometimes good for them, it have to happen to them because that's what they want. That's what they want. These little young little kid, 20 years old, 18 years old. Come on, man. Huh? Nothing wrong for someone date a older person. Nothing is wrong. But it is wrong when you want to look at their age to 20 years and look how long they've been dating. So she been dating this kid when he's a minor. And then when the people they talk, a majority of these females, them who know they in the closet and doing the same thing, because they up in the closet and know they doing the same thing, they commenting and talking about hold the man, give you sore mouth, and hold the man die on top of you. Nobody tell you, none of you out there to go near and cook hot dog. You make it wash first. No one telling you to go heat and cook hot dog. You get your sore mouth. That's on a business. That's what you all want. Shame, and just shaming some of you people. Shame and disgrace. Shame and disgrace. And majority of you coming in here dogging about the next other female when they live in the same life. You know what I mean? They live in the same life as they do. Like, they in the closet messing around the little young boy. But my son, all of these little old women them that pass through the world, don't look at them. You don't look at them. Go get young fresh meat. You need to have experience of young chicken. You need to have experience what young chicken tastes like. Not just to eat tough chicken. Go out and have the experience what young chicken tastes like. My son can, you think my kid could bring that in my house? Huh? Because a lot of these old women, they trying to use their head. They trying to use their head, catching these little young boys and buying them clothes and cars and all kind of thing because they licky and greedy too. And a lot of these little young kids, they don't want to work. Go out, go experience the world. See, this is my younger child here, and he's 30 years old. My younger baby, 30 years old, right here, waiting on his porridge. And trust me, I'm his mommy, and he's not a kid. I always tell my younger child, he's right there. Know the world. Know the world first. Before, never just got a woman about you're gonna settle down and you don't understand what the world is like. Know what the world is like first. This is my child. Because if you don't know the world and you pick up a woman, whatever that woman doing, you're gonna believe what she's doing is right. Go out, experience the world a little. This is what I taught my kids then. Experience the world a little. You know, experience the world, what you're going to get yourself into. Because when you just meet a woman or a man, and that's your first man, you don't know what the world is about in relationship. Whatever that man done to you, you're going to take it. And this is what most of these old folks done. Doing to these little kids them. And they don't understand. They getting old in age. Later on when they get older, we're going to take care of you guys. Because no money not going to be there because younger men already take all your dollars. And that's the reason why majority of you kids turn their back and majority of you people. Because it'll make young people come in and take over. When you guys get sick, start using cane. You can't cook that rice and beans no more. Can't cook that curry goat no more. That pork and this dinner no more. What they do? They going... They going, how many of you file for these little young boy and bring them here when they reach, when you guys go to the airport, they come off at a different airport. Because they don't want to. They only making a fool of themselves, just coming in here and making disgrace, crying and making themselves look so embarrassing. You know? Making themselves look so embarrassing. And then the thing is that looks so horrible. I think your porridge cooked now. The thing that make it look so horrible is that you're begging money for yourself. Who the hell are you running a platform? And you're showing your young man, you're running a platform and showing your man your pocket should be heavy, money should be coming in. You believe people is an idiot? Nobody no idiot. Huh? People don't have sense. We live in America. You don't see the laws that happen in here. Who know what's gonna happen to us here? Huh? People put up on a little dollars. Put it up. Time to tie it up. Time not. Donna is the person that come out and doing a donation thing, and people start to send money, and from people see how they can try to catch people and take away people little dollars. Everybody when they come, when they're damn hungry, when they coming in here and they have nothing to. You have baby mother coming in here with 6 7 kids, and at the same time you breed one time for men and he not taking care of one kid. You go back, have a second child, you go back, you have the third child, you have the fourth, you have the fifth, and then you come in here, oh, I'm begging some money, and at the same time you send the money for help out with the kid. The same man not minding coming in at night yamming out to the money. They're heating out to the money. You want to help the kids then? Yes, we have to help. We cannot live for ourselves alone. But the woman, they're not thinking. They not, because they feel like, oh, I could go this and go in here and beg, and people gonna just send money. People, we live in a foreign country, and everybody know from January 22nd started, everybody see what it's like in America, and everybody see what we all are going through here. And what about if tomorrow they said everybody got to come out, whether you're citizen, non-citizen, or everybody got to come out? You send all your money giving away to these people. You think when you go to Jamaica you can tell these people that you send your money to, I need some coconut water? They're not even going to give it to you. How many of them, when you go to Jamaica and you're coming back, they bring some coconut, a baccarat, or a rum or something, come and give you? They don't care. These people are only fake. They need to be more smart. I could understand this woman begging some money, like, for the guy funeral, for his expense. She not a scam. You must stop make these people scamming. No. That's a scam. You have your man dead and you are begging money for somebody to put you up in a car. Oh, who want to come and look for me? If the neighborhood you into not safe, why people from foreign country or all over should come put themselves in that neighborhood to visit you? Does this look okay? Sometimes these big women, they know the younger kid, they will go out there and thief. That's why they want to date them. They want to date them too, because some of these big women, they love hype men. If the man not negative, they don't want them. That's the hype men they want. Man hype. The little young hype boys them. They're young. They don't know. They don't have no knowledge or anything good inside of them because they're young. You know what I mean? They need guidance. And instead who no big woman guide the little young kids them and tell them to come off of the street with a weapon and be nice and live good, and have them taking them secretly in the closet and freak them off and introduce them out there with bad man and do a lot of negative things. Come on, and it's a disgrace and shame to myself. Can you see one thing? And I got to tell people, I'm a raw Jamaican. I could curse. And I don't give a heck who want to cuss, who want to come and say bad. Hello. I don't care who want to comment and argue. When I do a video, I done. Who want to comment and say good, thinks that. Who want to say bad, that's your goddamn business. That one is a shame and disgrace as big woman. I'm 60 years old and I'm happy because God in my house. I'm a happy woman, 60 years old, no wrinkle, no gray hair, and I'm happy. I'm living a happy life. Happy. No man get my money. The only man getting my money are my 3 kids, or my brother, or my nephew, them. No man. That's crazy. Think I'm gonna come in America, go out there and coal and all this thing, where I can just pick up a little young boy, bring him to my house and come go out there buy $200 sneakers and this and this. My kids them get everything that mommy had, and they know for a fact that's how it go. No man get my daughters because they're not getting it. I'm not one of those full Jamaican at all. I'm sorry. Taking the money and mind these men. A lot of want to get deported, and to get deported. Some want the females, and even the males them too. They end up and they get deported and go home. All they do go home antagonize and disgracing themselves and their family back home, because when they live here, they didn't care about what they leave behind. They only here and live. Now they got deported. What happened? They go home look foolish. Mm. And tastes good. I think my kids, they could talk about oh, they're picking up some of what on the whole. I want my kids, them young, them to go there, experience the fresh young chicken. No, you know some chicken tough. Because when I was younger, living in Jamaica, I know a couple of times I come across where they had some tough chicken, very tough. No, my kids, they don't want those chicken. They want young chicken, fresh chicken, springing good water, moisture. I heard a young guy, right? And I'm going to tell you people that a young guy said to me one day, and this is what catching a lot of them, like being with it, they dating a younger woman, a older woman, but I mean, it's maybe like 10 years apart, I would say, which that is not that even bad. You know what I mean? 10 years, 5 years, 8 years, that's not bad. And people don't understand menopause is something make female dry, like when you wash the clothes and hang it out in Jamaica and that line, and the sun just dry it up. You understand? Those is what you're killing men out there. We need moisture. And I heard many of these little young kids talk about those little things. Talk about it. Go see their doctor, because these older women, what they're doing to them, bruising them up, killing them. Because menopause is a thing. That's why I said menopause with these females, them out there. They don't understand what they're going through. Picking up these little young boys, menopause taking over them and play a negative role, because they don't have no one to talk to. They don't bring their situation to their doctor and tell their doctor what they're going through. There's a lot. When you're in your 40s, it's a lot for you to talk about with your doctor. And I had to say, I never feel, I don't know what menopause is like. I don't know. I never feel anything. I don't have crazy, nothing. Because honestly, I feel like I'm 30 years old in my body, in my soul, in my everything, but I am not. And I have to respect that numbers. You're going to have your porridge now? Mm-hmm. So people, you better take care and have a good rest of the day. People not tie up on the dollars. People stop giving away the money. These people, they scam. Tell me, the living through people. How somebody gonna have their loved one pass away, and instead you come in here and beg all the sauce, because that's what Jamaica call it back in the days when someone that pass away and you don't have money, you all a plate, a saucer, you beg. Come in here. Even if she did do that, it could have looked a little decent, look cute. Come and beg and say, people in a noble situation. You know, I'm asking for each and every one at least $5 from everyone. You know, I know it's rough when they say that you begging, like you're telling people, oh, the police, they said I had to move. Even you live there the next 10 years, nothing gonna happen to you. Because I'm a Jamaican. If the book mess with the phone only going to get that book. The only way the phone don't get the book, unless the book gone, and they want to hurt that book feelings, they will go for the mother, the sister, the brother, anybody. They know what they're doing. They know who they want. They know what you can still live where you're at unless you was involved in that mess or causing the problem. unless you know what happened. And look how long he passed away. Look how many going almost 2 weeks since he passed. What in this world could stop them from come to you? Makes people, is this make sense? Jamaica man, them don't play games. Jamaica people, they don't play. They come in, they come in. You think they're gonna wait? Don't let people scam on the people because they want to come up with a topic, an idea. Oh, the police, they said I had to leave. I had to leave. People don't need no strong, and if you're not strong to take young boy 20 and 18, you're not strong enough to go walk. And I wear people sooner or later on a Sunday. Yeah, bye-bye. Have a good rest of the day, people. See you later, guys. This your barrage out.